the animation. Now, oh my gosh, with most stop motion films, the animation is just spectacular, and this film is no exception. The animation has such good atmosphere to it. There's a every single scene has a perfect sort of look to it. Like whenever we're inside the house, and it has this gray, boring feel to it. Like you're supposed to be bored. Like you're supposed to be like, wow, this is a dull house. But then once we go into the other world, everything's bright and colorful. And there's a lot of color and atmosphere to it. And that's what really can draw you in. Then you're just like, whoa, okay, this place is way more interesting. Keep us here. Keep us more entertained here. And then we go on to the scenes with the other mother, transformed, not in the, oh, I'm perfect scenes. Where what they do is put in a lot of greens and purples to make it feel like a dark, creepish atmosphere. The same sort of colors that they used before, but done to a different degree, and done to a way different feel. Every single thing in it has a different feel to it, and the animation just supports that. Because it can be bright, it can be colorful when it needs to, it can be dull and boring when it needs to, and it can also be creepy and dark. So really, I think that the colors really have a big impact with this. Not too many stop motion films taking color, like Mary and Max, that one's black and white and red. That's really it. That's honestly most of the colors that we have, black and white and red and brown. I forgot about brown. So yeah, this film actually took a different level with that by making the colors be a certain part of the animation and have the certain colors work for it. Like, I mean, we could have just seen the other world as like orange or something, like having a lot of one color. Like mostly this color is here, this color is there, that's how that would look. Like we could see a lot of blues and purples in the world when it's supposed to be warm and inviting. But instead they took a different degree with that and made it very colorful and bright. And actually those flowers opening shot, remember all those blue flowers? Yeah, most of them are CG. There's just one flower with a mirror. A lot of mirrors. So yeah, the animation is actually very cool in this. And they do use hand-drawn animation in one scene too. Remember the scene where they throw the other mother and the other... Remember the scene where they throw the mother and father puppet into the fire? Yeah, all that fire is hand-drawn. And so they use computer, hand-drawn, and stop-motion animation, which is very rare. You don't really see those three mediums together. And they also did that in the film Paranorman, which I'll review around Halloween. But, oh my god, the animation in this is just so great, and such a great part of the atmosphere of this film, which it does wonderfully. The atmosphere is just a great part. So, for the animation, I will give that a 9.5 out of 10. Because there are some parts that are way too gray. I mean, seriously, that house, it was just like all gray. What the heck? But when it does have a time to show out how wonderful it is, then it is really wonderful animation that you can truly get behind. So the film itself is really, really fun. Yeah, it keeps the tone that the film has throughout the whole entire movie, which is a good part of it too, because sometimes films will just change halfway through and the tone will be entirely different. But not with this one. This one will just continue with the exact same tone and atmosphere, which it does build up very wonderfully, with great characters and an interesting and compelling story that can also keep you drawn in throughout the whole entire picture. So for this film, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And next week, I'm going to be reviewing the very last film in stop motion month, sadly. But don't worry, we still have more films to go. But don't worry, there's still other stop motion films I'm going to review at other times. The next one is going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas. what I have called as one, if not the best stop motion animated film of all time.